After 2 days of violent clashes between Sikh protesters and the police, there's now a nervous calm in Jammu as the situation slowly normalizes. But the administration is not taking any chances. Curfew has been clamped in parts of Jammu while Section 144 is in force across the city. Additional security deployment has been made in the sensitive areas. The Jammu-Pathankot highway, which was blocked by the protesters earlier, is now open. The protests were triggered by the removal of posters of Sikh separatist leader Jarnail Bhindrawale ahead of his death anniversary, coinciding with the anniversary of Operation Blue Star today. The protests grew after a Sikh youth was killed in the police firing on Thursday. Meanwhile, the SSP of Jammu has been asked to go on leave pending an inquiry into those clashes. That was one of the demands of the protesters. The government has also agreed to pay compensation to the family of the man who was killed. Tracking this story for us is my colleague Zafar Iqbal, who now joins us from Jammu. Zafar, what's the situation like at the moment?
Well, Neha, the situation is clearly improving now. There was a complete shutdown yesterday. There's a shutdown today as well. But we see a lot of private vehicles moving on the roads, so the public transport is still off. The cremation of the man who was killed in the clashes will take place in a short while from now. But there is additional deployment at sensitive places like Garigad, Araspura and Digyana, which are mainly Sikh-dominated regions. We saw that there were lots of protests yesterday. The protesters also blocked the Jammu-Pathankot highway, but now the road is through. So the situation is improving slowly, but it's mainly happened because the government has accepted the demands of the Sikh body. One, that they're going to give compensation to the family members of the person who's killed, and also a probe has been ordered. The main demand, which was the SSP concerned of Jammu, who has now been asked to go on leave pending inquiry. So all those demands have been met, and that's precisely the reason that the situation is improving. But today's day is very crucial in the sense that it marks the anniversary of Operation Blue Star, which is why the posters were put up in the first place, which depicted Bhindrawale. But the big question that all these years there have been posters which have been put up in Jammu, but what has changed this year? Why did the situation reach this point? We try to find out in our story. Curfew in parts of Jammu, Section 144 imposed. All schools and colleges shut down and mobile internet blocked. What began as localized protests after posters of Khalistani leader Jarnail Bhindrawale were removed by the city police have now spread to other parts of the state. Today there were demonstrations in Srinagar, Tral and Baramulla. Protesters also blocked the Jammu-Pathankot highway. People are protesting since morning. They have assembled at different areas. They blocked the Jammu-Pathankot National Highway, and the series of the cycle of protests and clash is just increasing with every passing hour. And it's not just Jammu which is under its grip, but other areas of the state as well.
Definitely, some of the Congress local leaders, they are trying to violate the curfew. They are trying to play politics there.
BJP and administration has failed to contain the situation. They are afraid and they are trying to blame Congress party, which is unfortunate.
But why have the protests escalated? Bhindrawale's death anniversary is observed every year in Jammu, which has a sizable Sikh population.
When these posters came up on the occasion of Gurpurab, which is also coinciding with the Blue Star operation anniversary, the action of the administration was very unjustified and ruthless.
For now, the government is focusing on working with Sikh groups to placate the situation. The government is pretty sure that the situation will normalize very soon. But on the ground, the protests are just spreading into other areas of the state. But what's more worrisome is that political parties have started playing politics over the issue rather than collectively focusing on resolving the crisis. In Jammu with Darshan Kumar and Amir Bhatt, Zafar Iqbal for NDTV.